Hello everyone, my name is John Brewer. I am a Qigong teacher and I'm coming to you from Wellness Within, right here in the very classroom where we taught live for myself for the last 4 years. And now it's been transformed into a recording studio. So we get to share different ways of generating health and happiness, this one being Qigong. So I'm going to share a set of Qigong activities with you, reminding you the word Qigong translates as cultivation of life force energy. That's what we're going to be doing. And how are we going to do it? Well, through movement, along with breath, sometimes coordinating the breath with the movement, and also sometimes with sound, maybe some self-massage, and certainly in the mind space of meditation. Let's add a sixth piece to that, and that would be visualization. Using our mind focus to visualize, using our imaginations to visualize in ways that strengthen our practice. So as I said, moving the body, coordinating the breath, and then focusing the mind, being in the present moment, concentrating attention on the business at hand, learning these practices, and using the mind to imagine and visualize in ways that support the practice. So I've got 5 activities or sets of movements for you today, and my theme here, I have to look, is word to the wise, energize. So Qigong practice serves many purposes, and one has to do with energy, cultivating life force energy, the very definition of Qigong. Haven't you heard yourself and others say, I wish I had more energy? Well, Qigong practice will support that, not just more energy, but balanced, flowing, harmonious energy. That's what we work towards when we do Qigong practice. So let's begin, and our first activity combines actually 2 features of Qigong: standing like a tree, and discovering Qi. So standing like a tree is a fundamental practice to all of Qigong. It's just a beautiful thing. It's great to do outside, by the way, in the yard or at a park and right next to trees and things. But in our Qigong practice, one of the reasons we concentrate on practices like standing like a tree is we want to have this sense of connection with the earth, like a tree with a strong root system that's deep and wide, providing stability and the wherewithal to generate nourishment. Let's just have that sense as we kind of sink down into the earth. Feet are about shoulder width or a little wider. Have a slight squat where we're opening up the groin area or the quad. Really have a sense of this rootedness beneath you. And the energy of the earth, the yin energy, moving upwards through the bottoms of your feet, and almost like a column around your body, continually moving upward. Consider your body here as the trunk of the tree, and then imagine the crown of the tree, limbs and branches moving up, so the crown is high and wide with big, beautiful, broad leaves that function like leaves do to collect photons, to collect light, and turn light in through the process of photosynthesis into nourishment. Also giving off that oxygen, taking in that CO2. So when we're connecting with sky or the heavens and the earth, at the same time we're connecting horizontally to the biosphere and life all around. So here we go. We're going to just stand like a tree, get into a manageable squat. This can be done seated, of course. Just let the arms dangle at your sides for now. Standing meditation. Nice, big, deep, full in-breath and out-breath. Visualizing yourself as a tree. The energy of the earth and the sky and the biosphere gathering within you, helping you to release what's not serving you, creating space for balance, flow, and harmony. Now just allow your arms to float up to about navel level, palms facing one another. So what we've done is create a circuit, because we have meridians or energy channels moving on our arms up from the feet and down from the head. This whole elegant system with probably the main corollary I can think of in the physical body would be the circulatory system, although they're not material objects, but they do conduct energy. So here, right in the center of our palms, it's called the human gate. And now we can create an energy circuit just by having our palms facing one another. We can kind of play with energy or discover chi or engage with chi this way. It's almost like a way of being intimate with nature, with the universe. So now we are going to lift our body and open our hands and arms, extending out into the biosphere. And now we're gathering energy, bringing energy in, sinking down, rising up. Here we can breathe in. Here, sinking down, breathing out. Relax. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. I just remain here in standing meditation just for 10 or 15 seconds and notice energy between your hands, arms, and around you and within you. Lower your hands. Beautiful. Our next activity is called gathering chi from heaven and earth. So same dynamic. This is so fundamental that we are, these resources of earth and sky energy, it's happening all the time. It's what animates life, creating the 10,000 things, you know, all of our relatives, all sentient life. And so what we're doing is we're collaborating with nature here. We are getting involved with an interplay, that we are being aware and conscious and magnifying, sinking down, connecting with that beautiful earth, having that sense of drawing that energy up, that flow of energy up, and then drawing the energy of the heavens down, having that sense of that energy flowing down like a fountain. These two energies mixing and merging, helping to release what doesn't serve, creating spaciousness for fresh energy, fresh life force. So this is called gathering earth and heaven. And the movement is first we extend out, then we squat, and you don't have to squat very far, just as far as your body will allow. Maybe your body feels good with a squat of this far for now. It's like you're carrying earth up, extending out into the biosphere, gathering from the biosphere, and then from the heavens. And of course you can do this seated. If you want to squat down a little further, you can do that. So that sense of gathering from the earth, carrying the earth energy up, standing into the biosphere, and then gathering from the heavens. If you want to coordinate the breathing, we can breathe in here and breathe out as we sink down. In as we come up to the level of the heart. Out as we extend out. And in as we gather from the heavens. Out. In. Out. In. Let's just relax for a moment and notice. When I invite you to coordinate the breathing, please remember it's only an invitation. The main thing is to keep nice, deep, flowing in breaths and out breaths. Let's just do this once more without words. And relax for a moment. Okay, our next sequence of movements and breathing and visualizing and all the beautiful, and even some self-massage here with this one. It's called tracing the channels. I may have mentioned earlier that yes, we do have these energy channels. There's 12 energy channels, and 6 are moving up from the earth, 6 moving down from the sky. So we have these vertical channels, and we also have channels, yin channels along the lower arm, and yang channels along the upper arm. And there's, I guess the equivalent would be, or so a near equivalent would be thinking of the circulatory system with a system of arteries and veins, except that there are not, there's no physical object involved here, they're energy channels. And when we think of the current practice of acupuncture, that's where these energy channels or meridian systems are taken into consideration, along with the fact that there are more than 1,000 energy gates or acupuncture points on the surface of the body. So when we're tracing the channels, as we're going to be doing, what we're doing is we're supporting the release of contracted or stagnant or tensed up energies, be it physical or emotional, mental, or even spiritual. That's where we're putting the focus of our mind. So let's go ahead and do tracing the channels, and we can stir up a little qi by rubbing our hands together. This is where the self-massage part comes, because we're going to have our hands be about a ½ inch away from our bodies, as you can feel the energy coming off your hands. Or if you like, you can lightly touch your body as you trace the channels over the top of your head, along your shoulders, down in front of your chest, and then to your back, about where the kidneys are. And then we're going to do a forward fold, and only forward fold as far as is comfortable. This may be as far as you want to forward fold right now today, in which case you visualize the rest. So I'm tracing the channels down the backs of my legs, and then I'm circling my fingertips in front of my toes to my inner legs, and I'm reversing that forward fold, standing back up again. So let's do that again. Tracing the channels, breathing nice, full, deep, relaxed breaths in and out. Tracing the channel down the back, your low back, buttocks, thighs, as far as you can comfortably bend. The fingertips come around the toes to the inner leg and back up to starting position. And if you want to add breathing, you could start with an in-breath here and an out-breath here. In-breath here. Out-breath on the forward fold. And an in-breath coming back up. If you want, you can add the arms. Extend either arm. Here I'm extending the left arm, taking the opposite hand coming underneath, adjusting my feet so I'm comfortable as I extend to the left, and then that hand comes over the top and down the arm, palm down, then floats across the body. Now the right hand extends out, I adjust my feet so I'm comfortable, the left hand palm under, and then over the top, palm facing down, coming back to center into what we call the Tai Chi cross. And one more time with the whole torso. And now just place your hands on your heart and just relax for a moment. A little standing meditation. And notice the energy within you and all around you. Very good. Our next activity, and this is great to do all on its own, but especially after tracing the channels. This is called Energize the Organs. Remember, our theme is word to the wise, energize. So in this case, we just remember I shared that we can think of these as energy gates here that are connected to the meridian systems. And now that we've got the energy through our practice flowing in a more balanced, harmonious way, maybe releasing some of what could have been in the way of the free flow of energy, now we can send some directly into our organs. So let's take the right hand and place the right hand, half of the right hand is on the rib cage and the other half of that palm is below the rib cage on the liver and gallbladder. And the opposite hand, this time I can't be your mirror because now my left hand, half is on the rib cage, half below, on top of the stomach, pancreas, and spleen. And let's just do something that we might not do every single day, which is sense some gratitude and appreciation for our organ systems, all they do for us throughout our entire lives, every single moment of every day. Send in some energy of appreciation. It feels like you can authentically smile to your organ systems, some smiling energy going to them. Now let's just make circles. This is a self-massage with big breaths in and out. Gently massaging the organs. Oh yes, sigh of relief or any noise that wants to naturally flow out of you that can release tension or just feels right. Feel free to do that. Yeah, and then just slow down, let the hands rest there. Sending healing energy to your organ systems. Now let one hand, either one, come up to the center of your chest. There, your heart, thymus, thyroid, and lungs. And the other one over the top of your navel, connecting with your intestines. Sending energy of appreciation and gratitude in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then just gently massaging. Breathing deeply. Conscientiously, purposefully energizing your own organs. Nice, big, deep, full, relaxed breath in and out. Any sound that wants to come. Ooh, is a good thing. And relax. And now, the hands behind you in a way that's easy to do. So if your hands can reach up toward the kidneys, the lower back, that's great. If that's a bit challenging, you can have the hands down a little lower. The idea is to send appreciation and gratitude into the kidneys, the adrenal glands, our kidney energy system. And then making those circles could be tricky, but you can use your fingertips to do that. Or you can go up and down. Or if it's challenging for your shoulders, just imagine or visualize your hands circling and massaging the kidneys and adrenals. Appreciating them, sending smiling gratitude energy into the kidneys and the adrenals. All right, and again, any sound release is great. And just take a few seconds just to notice your energy. And today we'll finish with a classic exercise that we're going to reference it with 3 different terms. One is storing chi. So this can be seen as a way to, this chi we're generating is like storing it, you know, like a battery. You have a sense of a battery in the belly and in the heart and the brain, and especially in the bone marrow. This practice is also known as marrow washing. It's a classic. We're using our mind's capacity to visualize and imagine actually storing the chi from earth, heaven, and biosphere in the bone marrow in particular. We can also call this practice the gathering breath. Movements are simple. We're sinking down, fingertips pointing down as if we're gathering earth energy, and slowly lifting the earth energy up. While we're lifting it up, we can sense it coming through the bottoms of our feet as well. And even though we're lifting this energy up in front of us, you can visualize the earth energy being lifted up in a column around you. So, lifting that earth energy up through the biosphere, also gathering from the biosphere and then from the heavens. Sky energy. Same idea, we're drawing energy from the earth, the biosphere, and the sky. And if we coordinate the breath, then we are practicing the gathering breath. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do this 3 more times, and then just visualize, have a sense of storing this energy in your bone marrow. And relax. And notice. Well, I hope you enjoyed these 5 sets of movements. I want to call your attention that below this video there are links, video links for each of these movements as taught by my teacher, Roger Yonka. So I invite you to click on those. It's often a great idea to hear a different teacher explaining things and modeling things in a different way. So I hope you enjoyed these. I hope you use them, and wish you well. I wish you great happiness, fulfillment, and health. I'll see you again either here in person or on YouTube. Thanks so much.